This is an introduction to the Pivot Table Control Center. For more information on the Pivot Table Control Center, please contact Glenn Hughes at the email address glv1224@yahoo.com. The Pivot Table Control Center is an Excel add-in that provides an interactive form for controlling and manipulating Excel pivot tables. When the add-in is installed, it adds an item to the right-click menu for the pivot table. Right-click on the pivot table and you will see Show Pivot Table Control Center on the right-click menu. When the Pivot Table Control Center is displayed, it examines the pivot table and adds all fields that are currently in the data field area to the data fields list box, and it also adds any other fields that are predefined like amount, quantity, sales amount, sales dollars, etc. All other fields are added into the pivot fields list box. Fields can be added and removed from the pivot table in several ways, which will be explained in a further video. The most basic is by checking the checkbox next to a field name. In the pivot fields area, you select whether you want it to be in a row, column, page, or hidden, and then start checking checkboxes. Once a field is selected, you can manipulate and move items by selecting the Show, Hide, Move Items drop-down box, which will be covered in another video. The Pivot Fields area and the Data Fields area each have their own right-click menu, which allows you to do different things with the fields. You can add subtotals, sort, grand totals, show and hide all, and move a field in its data area. The Data Fields area also allows you to do grand totals and to move fields and to change functions and formats. And all this will be covered in a further video. That is an overview of the Pivot Table Control Center.